Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this game number 2. This is the Kid bringing you another episode of StarCraft for Kids, and this game is part of a series between this guy right here on the left, Roxkiss Titan, and over here on the right, this is Acer Nerchio. Both of these guys incredible players in the top 16 of the European ladder, so definitely some very well qualified players that are worth paying attention to. I personally didn't know a whole lot about these players when I saw their names, but I saw the replay was available and I really wanted to bring it to you guys. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully you'll tune in, you'll look at game number 1 if you haven't seen it already. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty fast paced. And really, it was something I haven't seen a lot of Zerg players do. So go ahead, check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Also, while you're here, while you're waiting for this game to get started, for all the action to take place, go ahead, please subscribe to my channel, guys. I need as much help as I can get getting started off. The more you guys subscribe, like my videos, tell your friends about this, the more games I can bring you, the more time I can justify spending on this. So I promise that as you guys subscribe, as you give me some help, that I will do everything I can to bring you the best pro replays out there, and I'll make them as recent as possible. You know, tournament replays, just these kinds of replays where they're not really a tournament, they're just a show match, all that stuff. So help me out, guys. Go ahead, press the subscribe button down below. And with that, let's go ahead and get into this game. Pretty standard opener from both these players. We've got this pylon going down right here. Yep, there goes the forge dropping down right here. Probably shortly after we'll see a nexus, maybe a gateway and some cannons. So completely standard opener for Protoss against Zerg. Not quite so standard for the Zerg player. Usually you don't see the gas this early. Usually you would see him drop a third first, and then possibly do some aggression, or just go straight for his third. So second, then third. I can't remember if that's what I said, but anyway. So we've got the spawning pool done. He's getting gas, so this might be kind of like what he did in the last game. He's also getting 4 lings already. So we might see a Zergling run-by attempted. Oh, it does look like he's going to go drop down a hatchery right here. Let's see if he drops it. He did spend a lot of minerals right there. It's actually kind of interesting timing from Nerchio. I wonder if he was a little worried that a cannon rush was coming his way a little early. He was a little nervous about a backwards pylon. Obviously, it's really easy to drop pylon here, then put a cannon right here, so Zerglings can't get us around very easily. And yeah, there we go. Hatchery coming down. Zerglings going to go out, do a little bit of scouting. Chances are they won't be able to do very much. This wall-in is going to probably be very strong. Titan doesn't want another Baneling bust. Sorry guys, I'm giving it away, I know. But also pay attention to this gateway placement. This is something that's really important, Protoss, because especially on a map like this, look at how big this entryway is. Speedlings can get in here really, really easily. This gateway is basically making it so there's only one avenue right here. This adds so much surface area. This takes away so much surface area for the Zerg to use. And even throwing the Cyber right here, making it that much harder to attack this cannon and also to get into the base. So Titan playing very conservatively right here. He wants to make sure that he can keep this base and be very safe with it. And there we go. Nerchio going to go ahead and throw down his third. He's feeling like he's not going to be able to make a run-by of any kind. He's completely stopped gas, and even going to go ahead and do his drone transfer with this queen, which means this one. Oh wow, he doesn't have another queen on the way. Interesting. Interesting. He's going to want to get that as soon as possible so he can get those inject larvas. And actually investing a lot in these Zerglings. Even checking over here, probably a little paranoid that maybe there was going to be a warp in at some point. And look at all these overlords spread out everywhere on this map. He really wants to be able to see everything coming in, even finally getting this overlord out of here. He doesn't want to lose it to, for free to some lonely stalker that's going to come out and beat it up. And here we go. Going to go ahead and put these Zerglings right here. He may try for a little bit of a run-by. Chances are this won't do a lot of damage. 2 cannons, a Zealot, and a Stalker is going to be able to handle this pretty well. Now he will need to pull these these probes back so they don't take too much damage. And look at this. I actually like this. Running right into the main. He's going to take advantage of the mobility of these Zerglings, get them into the base, take advantage of Stalkers being a lot slower, also Zealots. And going to go ahead and focus down as many of these probes as possible. But overall, Titan very well prepared for this, handled it just fine. sniping those lings with that stalker, and it looks like he's going to clean this up just fine. But the lings are getting some good scouting off. This is delaying the tech of the Protoss player. It's going to keep him from, if he was planning on putting a Stargate down right here, it looks like he is just going to go for, he's just going to go for a couple gateways. And look at this. He's even walling off these cannons with these gateways. He really wants to make sure that they're not taken out quickly by banelings or zerglings and no surrounds come in. But all this time, Nerchio, going ahead, getting his macro going. We look at his income. He has a very healthy lead over the Protoss. There we go. He does need to make sure he keeps on top of his inject larvas. And we're gonna go pretty standard into a mid game right now. Not a whole lot to report. Creep spread starting out really well right now, and gonna go ahead and put down most of his geysers. He has both of them in here. He just dropped both of them in his natural, and no doubt if he's planning on going for some sort of mutas, we'll expect to see these gases go down. If he is just going for roaches, which it does look like, he's getting his Evo chamber down. He's got his roach warren done. I would imagine we'll see as soon as this pops, probably get +1 attack, and then he might be ready to do some sort of timing push. Even taking a gamble here, getting 9 drones right now. Now this is taking up a lot of valuable larvae, so he needs to make sure that he uses these lings to keep the Protoss player in his base so the Protoss doesn't do some sort of timing push. And here we go. This is what I was talking about sooner. He could have had these Phoenixes out quicker than he does now, but those Zerglings in his base forced him to wait to put down these starports. If he had Stargates, if he had put these Stargates down right away, that would have made it a lot easier for the Zerg player to respond, to get out maybe Hydralisks or Infestors or any number of things. So that was intelligent play by both players. Nerchio doing his best to keep a good scout out, and Titan really doesn't want to reveal his hand. So we're going to have to see what he does with these Phoenixes. It does look like he's going to push out and not really revealing these Phoenixes yet, holding them back, not really using them to go snipe overlords or anything like that. It is possible that he'll just get a really high number of them. Whenever you get a ton of Phoenixes as a Zerg, that is very, very obnoxious to deal with. So now he's ready to start exposing these. He's going to take